NCA is ready to work with stakeholders to ensure continuous integrity of the SIM registration in Ghana.
Because they have access to all of this. So if anybody is broadcasting any content that breaches content standards, the NCA monitoring system here has it and has a cooperation agreement with the National Media Commission where they can come for it and do what they have to do. So just for your benefit, if anybody says that we don't have a monitoring system, we can't see what is going on, you are here, you have seen it. You should be able to help us draw the attention to it, that is actually not the case. Because there's a cooperation agreement where if somebody is doing, doubling of money on television, is showing pornography at certain hours, is doing whatever, the system exists. And I wanted to have an opportunity to see it together with you so that you can for 90 days.
For 90 days. For 90 days. Yeah. So that's how long we keep it. But then for the violations and the laws, it's kept forever.
The original offices, we already have, let's say, a scale down. As for like satellite content, the same everywhere.
Yeah. No, we're not talking more FM.
Yeah, so
authorization. So we monitor parameters such as the frequency deviation. We also monitor the radio data systems data and also the signal strength of the FM stations. And we do this in order to prevent interference. So by monitoring all this, we ensure that the FM stations are not going beyond their limits. And we do this so currently we record the content of 50 FM stations in Accra, specifically in Accra, and modalities of selecting the FM stations is done together with the National Media Commission.
There were 35 million active cells or system. Now 35 million active cells. Never said 25 million of them every year on SIM registration. But in Santos, we will 11 million. Almost and share almost SIM registration as a cry. Major media started in few and a day. I was a day to be given about a year. Into Yama Yama say on the 31st of May, the media very one and register with SIM card. A 200 NCA a direct MNS said the bed disconnected with similar a free network announcement and now new directive by the Diama.
Million.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So by May 31st, the MNOs will delink these 11 million SIMs, those who have not registered them. Now, if someone is able to prove that indeed they don't have the Ghana card, I mean, we will have that conversation and allow exemption to go through. So there are indeed some who do not, but there are many who actually do have Ghana card. They just haven't.
So you touched on protecting
the integrity of the database is ensuring that all the entries in the database, right, have gone through the processes as laid for the SIM registration. So for example, the first one is you establish ownership of the Ghana card. And once ownership of the Ghana card is established, now we proceed, right, to also capture your biometric. Before we even proceed to capture your biometric, we ensure that we've done a liveliness and likeliness test. So that you will be the only person who actually has the Ghana card. So if we do that and we collect the SIM registration database, then you will end up with a SIM registration database where all SIMs in that database, right, are mapped to a Ghana card that can be what? Verified. So right, prior to the commencement of this exercise, if you go talk to law enforcement, they will tell you oftentimes there are issues that have come up with SIM-related offenses, but they can't proceed because the identities are not verified.
Now we have
the 25 million. We can promise you that.
Yes, I need you to expatiate on the numbers. The 25 million.
The 25 million who are in the central SIM register. Now, how do we get a central SIM register? The central SIM register is made up of the cumulative SIM register that exists with MNOs. So MTN will share what they have, Vodafone will share what they have, AirtelTigo will share what they have, and then we keep it central. Are you with me? Okay. Now, we also indicated that we're going to be performing auditing, because there's a tendency that an MNO can decide to only share what they want to share. Right? So if we come and do an audit, and then we realize that MNO A, according to the central SIM register, should have 5 million, but in their own SIM register they have what, 6 million. That's an issue. Right? Now, prior to this exercise, that the ability to do that was in there because there was no central SIM register. We were dependent on MNOs for the SIM register.
So now 25 million is linked to how many?
The 25 million is linked to almost 15 million Ghana cards. Yes.